The Seabird Protection Network works to improve the survival of California seabirds by reducing human disturbances at their breeding and roosting colonies on the central California coast. Gull identification can be tricky. Gulls take 4 years to reach breeding maturity, and their coloration changes each year. In spring, most gulls migrate to breeding colonies and congregate in great numbers. Half of the western gull population nests on southeast Farallon Island. Each year, scientists study the returning birds, recording their breeding success, putting an identification band on the new generation. Let's hear from a marine science intern on the island.
The gulls are starting to come to the islands, which you see around, and they're actually starting to come onto territory. So they'll kind of find this 4 by 4 foot space with a pair of gulls, and they will just vigorously defend it.
Adult western gulls are easy to identify. They are the largest and most common gull on our coast. Western gulls have a white head year-round, pink legs, and a red spot on the end of their large yellow beak. California gulls migrate to salty inland seas like Mono Lake in California. Mono hosts a colony of over 65,000. Here, the birds eat alkali flies and brine shrimp. A newer colony in the San Francisco Bay salt ponds has reached over 40,000. California gulls are smaller than the western and have yellow-green legs. Look for both black and red on the end of their bill. The eye is dark. At sea, gulls drink salt water, eliminating excess salt through a hole in the upper bill. Large flocks who visit the mouths of rivers like here at the Pajaro enjoy a good freshwater rinse. The Heermann's gull is the darkest gull. This gull migrates south of the border to Mexico. The tiny island of Isla Rasa in the Gulf of California hosts 90% of the total world breeding population. An aggressive egging business in the 50s nearly wiped out this Heermann's colony. The island now is protected. Notice the snow-white head and the brilliant red beak with black tip. Glaucous-winged gulls are large and light gray with no black. They have pink legs. They'll often intermingle with the western gulls and produce hybrids, making gull identification even more complex. Remember, gulls, like most other wildlife, are better off when nesting and roosting areas are undisturbed. Nature has many fluctuations, like unseasonal storms and shifting food supplies, which impact annual breeding success. Humans must take care not to tip the balance against wildlife and endanger their survival.